Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Happy weekend and Saturday to you. We've got some fun stuff to cover. I have built a little calculator so that we can plug in how many points these whales have and try to figure out how much money they have invested into these dragon runs, how many speed drops they are getting, and we can even adjust this for us normal players that are doing our tournament groups and grinding for the guaranteed rewards and stuff. So we'll go into that and give you context as to what is going on as we head into the weekend for Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so out the gate, off the top, obviously the shards today are super hot because we've got the 10x for Kymar still going on today. But if you want to get in on the 10x for Kymar, the double dips with the 2x Ancients, you have to pull today. If you don't want to pull during the boosted chance for Kymar, then you're going to want to pull tomorrow in between the gap of when this top event ends and then before this bottom event ends where it's just the 2x Ancients. Now, you can see here that I have got 8 Ancient Shards. I did YOLO pretty hard for a Kymar. I don't know if I'm going to pull more today or not, to be seen. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil how it went for me. I'm sure we'll do a fun highlight video or something about those pulls. And I don't know if I'm going to do more today on stream or not. We'll have to kind of play it by ear the rest of the day. But all right, now let's do the fun part. Let's go over the little calculator that I put together where we can we just plug in the points here and then it'll estimate the other stuff for us. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect down to the penny correct. It's all estimates for the money and the speed drops based on just kind of how I expect things in my offer sheet and the typical spending of people to acquire resources, and then the speed drops based on the 2x event and the expected RNG of speed drops happening while you are running the dragon. So these are not going to be exact, but it's going to be as best as I can estimate them. So first off, you can see at 1,000 points what it is kind of expected to be. If I put in the 2750 in order to max out the event, you can see that is kind of the expected return there. You'll get about 30 speed drops and probably spend about $25 worth of money that you invested into energy. Now, obviously, this is going to change wildly based on if you're like me and you've got a bunch of resources saved up and you maybe don't have to spend a bunch of money, or if you're new and you don't have anything saved up and you're going to have to spend basically buying all of the energy you're spending. That can change wildly. It's just kind of the amount of energy put into my offer calculator for a dollar estimate. And the less that you're buying energy, the better rate of return you're going to get on it, as opposed to somebody who's whaling out. Like, then you're going to have to buy energy at retail value. You're just going to have to buy those $100 gem packs and convert it into energy. So you'll be paying more closer towards the retail value versus somebody who is really diligent about their spending and they only wait for those really good offers. They're going to be able to get energy cheaper than that person. That's why it's really hard to estimate, but we're going to do our best just for fun here. And the points and some of these numbers can be off a little bit depending on if you are running Dragon 20 or Dragon 24 or 25. But I did my best to kind of split the difference and go down the middle between 20 and 25. But now let's go ahead and pull up the global leaderboard and see how that is going. So currently we've got 64,500 points, and this is currently going up. Obviously, these people that are in the top 10 global are probably going to be running Dragon basically 24/7. They're going to keep going. The points are going to keep going up. So let's go ahead and plug this in. We've got 64,500 points. And boom, you can see what is going on there in terms of the estimates and how they change. Probably about 3,500 runs, somewhere around there, and around 66,000 energy with $600 worth of energy invested into that, and around 700 speed drops that they have acquired there for #1 on global. So yeah, obviously some pretty insane numbers. Right now they're at 65,000 or so. I would expect the global winner to be pretty close to 100,000 points. So let me go ahead and plug that in, 100,000, and boom, you can see that'll be about 5,500 runs, 100,000 energy, $900 or so, and 1,100 speed drops. So yeah, that's what I expect the global winner to kind of end up at, is somewhere around 100,000. And I knew it was going to be a crazy event just because it is a 2x speed event and everybody is trying to get as many triple and quad speed roll pieces on their account. So obviously your highest spenders, your people that grind dungeons the hardest, are going to be going craziest when there's a boosted chance to get speed pieces to try and chase after those triple and quad speed rolls that they can get themselves to be faster and more effective in the arena. So no shocker to me that we got people just going absolutely bonkers crazy on this 2x speed dragon event. But then to get you some context as to what is going on in game, obviously the Champion Chase event is going to be going on the whole weekend. Whether you pull during the 10x for Kymar or after when it's just 2x Ancients, all of that is going to coincide with the Champion Chase tournament. It just goes with the 2x Ancients. You can see here, I've got the rewards on the right for yesterday's pulling for Kymar. We'll have to see if I YOLO some more shards today or not. That is yet to be determined. But then we've also got that Dragon tournament that's going to be ending today. So it is definitely a good day to go super crazy and spend your energy to get as many speed pieces as you can. You're going to want to grind it out the rest of the day before this ends. At least get the 2750. It's definitely worth it. You're never going to have a better time to grind the dragon than right now. And then there's also a normal classic arena takedown. You just want to do your battles and collect your points, and really nothing super crazy to focus on there. Just kind of whatever you get passively is what you get. Then under the events tab right here currently, we are going to have the dungeon divers, and today is going to be the day that you want to go ahead and complete most of this. It's actually a pretty crazy dungeon divers. We're starting to see the dungeon divers that have the epic chaos ore, the legendary chaos ore, and some barrels, and getting some of those new things that Plarium has introduced to the game if you're willing to go pretty crazy on the dungeon divers event that's coinciding with the dragon and get a bunch of those points today. And there's also a champion training event going on. It's pretty normal. You don't have to go crazy on this. I ended up getting a bunch of points because I was YOLOing for Kymar, and Plarium, for some reason, does not give us enough champion training or champion slots to store our champions, because especially now we have to keep all these rares and stuff to fill out our faction guardians section. So the storage space is at a premium, and I have to sit here and like level up champions and feed them just to be able to pull shards because of how sparse the space is. So I ended up getting some points here, even though I wasn't really trying to go crazy in the champion training event, but that is going on today. And then also today, you want to focus on doing the artifact enhancement. There's nothing crazy like core hammers or void shard or anything here, but it's a good opportunity to upgrade some artifacts and double dip your points a little bit. Let's take a look in the shop and see if there's anything worth going over. We've got the special ancient pack. This is going to be a 4-piece string pack here. The last one is awesome. This first one will be like 5 for 10. This will be like 7 for 15, and then probably 10 for 20, and then the last one will be pretty good. So we're also not getting any energy here. Not a great offer. It's probably going to be decent for those early to mid game people that are towards the higher side of spending, but for cheap, diligent spenders, probably not a recommend from me, even though I can't see the full thing. A good time to buy the monthly pack would be today, to pull those ancient shards during the boost, and then also have the 1,000 energy to go ahead and slam into the dragon for the speed pieces. The great deal mix pack, we can go ahead and plug this one in. So we've got 20, and then we're gonna get 300k. Okay, and then 30 of the XP brews. Bang, and then 4 of the 3-star chicken, 4, and we're gonna get 10 ancient shards. Boom, a 1.28. Yeah, just not enough shards for 20 bucks, and 4-star chicken. Yeah, and brews and basically negligible amount of silver. So yeah, and obviously when you see the purchase limit up in the top right is a purchase limit of 4, you already know it's not going to be that great of an offer. If it was a great offer, it would have a purchase limit of 1 or 2 maximum. And then the shield set. Shield set's a nice set, but 5-star gear for $25 is definitely a pass. And then our mini pack is just going to be the one that we claim. So yeah, unfortunately, kind of an underwhelming day, because I think it was an opportunity to have some really good offers in the shop. It's one of the crazier days in Raid to have 2x Ancients, 10x Kymar, and 2x Speed in the Dragon. So it would have been fun if we would have got some crazy packs in the shop, but unfortunately, it doesn't really look like it. All we get is this kind of underwhelming special Ancient pack string. And we're down to 3 days left on this Hydra rotation, so definitely make sure you are getting those keys spent so you don't have to do them all on the last day. Start kind of progressing in the Hydra. And as we head into next week, it's going to be an off week for CVC, so we will not have a clan versus clan match. It should be mostly a chill week. I do anticipate that Plarium behind the scenes will give us content creators probably some insight on the next Fusion champion. We really only usually have about a week or two off in between Fusions before we start hearing about the next one, because they do about one a month. So we may hear about that next week. We've also got the new tavern changes I did a video on yesterday with the quality of life stuff coming to the tavern, like spending your XP brews with a slider instead of dropping them in 6 at a time on each champion. And then also the ability to kind of sort through better and kind of filter your champions based on what you're currently doing, ascending or ranking up or whatever. So that'll all be welcome change, and I bet we'll hear more about when that is coming next week, and possibly get some insight on the Fusion champion that's coming up next. But other than that, it should be mostly a chill week as we head into Sunday and then the early part of next week. So it's about that time for me to head on over to stream, and you are welcome to stop by and say hi. A link is down below in the pinned comment if you would like to do so. But otherwise, enjoy your Saturday night, and hopefully you get to relax a little bit on Sunday, and then we'll be back to the grindstone heading into Monday, and keep it rolling here. So that'll do it for me on this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.